Here on the field with Gulf Coast head coach Jack Wright. Jack, you said it afterwards, it's a little bit of a struggle this year, but fight all the way to the end and you kind of win going away.
Yeah, you know, our kids are conditioned now to fight 4 quarters. That's a good feeling. You know, we're going to play the full 4 quarters and give great effort throughout, and that's what we did tonight. Just proud of their effort. I mean, our effort's been great all year, and tonight's no different.
Yeah, overcome some adversities, a lot of it self-inflicted, but able to kind of keep positive, both sides of the ball, pick each other up. Let's start with the defense. You know, the Regulators give up 13 points. The only touchdown was on a 10-yard drive.
Correct.
What kind of job did they do tonight?
Just proud of them. They come to play 4 quarters. I mean, they'll give up a play here and there, but they always respond. Throughout the course of the first 6 games, we put them in some tight spots. They've been backed up at the beginning of some drives through, you know, kick through the other team's special teams play or a turnover on offense. But they've responded every time, you know, led by Mike Smith, just a fun group to watch.
And you've had to go through some depth on the defensive line too. They've been able to pick it up, and really I thought they kind of took over the game in the 4th quarter.
They did. You know, we've shuffled that lineup on defense a lot. Coach Schufeld's always done that, but this year's been an extreme as far as moving guys around, finding the right fit, just trying to get the most out of every player. You know, and we have a lot of talent. We just got to find the right mix. I think we're getting closer and closer to that. I think we were a little closer tonight.
JOSIAH PERRYMAN, a freshman, came on big there at the end, had 2 sacks there in that final possession. And then Jashon Baker had a big pick 6 that really iced it. So,
yeah, you know, we've been waiting on some of those young guys like the PERRYMAN twins, and even on the defensive front, a lot of those younger guys have been playing more and more and more, and they're getting better.
Offensively, you were able to make some plays when it mattered, and how did y'all kind of get pointed in the right direction?
You know, I think we came out running the football better in the second half. That really kind of made, you know, the life of a quarterback a lot easier, being able to look out there and see where his one-on-ones are. In the first half, they did a good job of stopping big plays and really slowing us down, forcing us to work the field. And we just didn't execute, you know, enough plays in a row to score touchdowns, and I think that we turned a corner on that in the second half.
We're going to talk with Cam Thomas individually here in a minute, but he did a great job coming back after missing last week, and you know he's not 100%, but man, was he gutty tonight?
He was gutty. Just proud of that kid. He's been through a lot the last 2 weeks. You know, really, if you take everything into consideration, everything that surrounded him, everything that surrounded the team, I'm just very, very proud of them and him especially. You know, that's a big night tonight, and considering what he's been through, just even more proud of him.
Next week, it's a rematch of the last 2 state championship games, Northwest. You know a little bit about them. What are you expecting next week?
You know, they're always really, really good on defense, always tough to move the football on consistently. They've got a returning quarterback, you know, who was very efficient. They got, you know, a lot of third-year guys, which is kind of what this league's comprised of this year. They have their share of those guys, and so they're always a challenge. I mean, they've been at the top of the league now for a long, long time, and there's a reason they've got good coaches and good players.
Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you.
Here on the field with Jashon Baker, one of the leaders of the Regulators. Jashon, how did y'all play tonight?
Hey, on defense, we really fought it out tonight. You know, we play 4 quarters every game, so we have to come out with that mentality to play very hard. And we played hard tonight, and we came out with a W.
Give up 13 points. The only touchdown they scored was on a 10-yard drive that took them 4 downs to get the 10 yards. That's how much of a fight it was for them. What were y'all trying to do defensively?
On defense, we really just try to keep everything bottled up. So they were running different formations and trying to sneak those 2 tight ends in, heavy set. So we'll have to switch up a couple things. So we just stuck to what we do. We played hard, and we stuck the gaps up, and we came out with a W.
I know you've been waiting to talk about this. Up 24-13 the last couple minutes. What happens on the play?
Well, we was in the zone coverage, and on the previous drive he threw the same pass. So I was like, he gonna come back to it. So when he came back to it, I jumped the route, and after that I was looking for my dog to block for me.
You played tightrope walker down the sideline. You think you had enough room to squeeze through there?
Oh yes, sir. After I seen 5 and 7, I was like, man, I know they got my back, so I just kept going down the sideline. I had one man to beat, and we capped it out with a touchdown.
Got a big game next week. I know you get to celebrate this one a little bit, but what are you thinking about heading forward?
We got to get to work. We got to get to work Sunday, actually. So when we come back Sunday, it's going to be a grit and grind day all through the week. We know we got a big game coming up next week for sure.
Congratulations, Jashon.
Oh, yes, sir. Appreciate that, Mr. Dunn. Go Regulators.
Here on the field with running back Cam Thomas. Cam, I just told you your stats, 34 rushes, 185 yards. You tired?
Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit.
You also said you didn't feel like 34 carries, so you must have had a little bit left in the tank.
Yeah. I wasn't really as tired as the past games. I guess getting in shape more, you feel me? But I didn't feel like 34 at all.
I know you're not quite 100%. Everybody can see the knee brace on your knee.
Yes,
How were you able to fight through it tonight?
Just don't think about it. Just don't think about it. Just go out there, just give it all my all.
Y'all were able to make some plays. You know, offensive line created some space for you. What were they doing tonight that was so effective?
They was opening holes, big holes. You know, for 185, that's pretty good. You know, the O line pretty good.
What did East Central do to try and slow y'all down?
They were really stopping our outside stretch plays. Really, that's what they did good at, I say. But that was the most part. For the most part, our outside zone play.
You got a big game next week. We got Northwest coming down here. Teams have played for the state championship the last 2 years. What are you getting ready for next week?
Coming in, having a big game, big day, just doing what I do.
All right, congratulations, Cam.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Mr. Dunn.